Hello. Welcome to Game 6 between the Sabres and Canadiens, in which we find out if the Sabres can do what the Lightning did and win a Game 6 at Bell Center. How is everyone doing? So what are your thoughts? Do you think that the Sabres have what it takes to win Game 6 at Bell Center? Andrew, I'm not sure what you're trying to ask. Is this something that what what is it that what is it that you're trying to tell me? Yeah, Barkov is back playing for Finland in the IIHF championship. Owen Power, Logan Stanley, Connor Timmins, and Zach Metz are on the ice. Lion and Nets.
Okay. Oh. I don't know whether I should try to have coffee to make it worse or better.
Yeah, Matthew Kachuk is playing for USA in the IIHF.
Yeah, well, have you seen any of the highlights of Barkov?
Yeah, I saw the ridiculous plays he's been making, like the one goal that Puljujärvi finished off for him.
Well, which one? The first game or the second game?
Well, I saw the one where he went all the way down the ice.
Juking everybody?
Yes. I also saw the one where he just stood there and let the puck go through.
He was just like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
The Athletic put out an article saying Stuart Skinner is the number one free agent target for the Panthers. I want whatever drugs the Atlantic writers are on.
If they don't sign Bob, they're exactly accurate.
Are you serious?
If they don't sign Bob and they are not going to trade for Hellebuyck or Bennington, yes, that is not a joke. That is an accurate report.
Seriously? Yeah, Sabres will be playing desperate hockey tonight. Habs better be ready for it. Was that Athletic writer Ryan up to see me? Oh, that's a good one, Derek. Yeah, Andrew, I have not heard a single peep about that. Colin says, I do want to know if Puljujärvi would like to come back to Florida. Jameson says, hello, Kyle, go Sabres. Mr. Krabs says, go Habs so Kyle can never wear anything Buffalo related ever again. The shirt's a little small, but it's good. I love this design. Stuart Skinner, who lost to the Flyers, who got swept by a team we swept. I mean, to be fair, Stuart Skinner is not 100% responsible at all for his team's absolute woes defensively in the playoffs. The Penguins just do not have that great of a defense. Yeah, if the Sabres don't stop taking stupid penalties, they'll be golfing very soon. Aaron Rodgers' one-year deal is now complete. Yay! The Steelers fans don't have to wait anymore to find out whether the 42-year-old is going to be their QB. But he is expected to sign a one-year deal with the Steelers worth up to $25 million. A base salary between 22 and 23 million with up to a few million more in incentives. Apparently, he was seen getting ice cream with several Steelers teammates at a Pittsburgh area ice cream shop on Friday night. Bringing your AT&T T-Mobile Spectrum or Xfinity bill for a better deal today. So, I mean, this is not a surprise. Once Rodgers found out his old buddy Mike McCarthy was going to be the new Steelers head coach, like, it just made too much sense for a guy like Rodgers, his personality, to not. It made too much sense for him to sign rather than not sign. So Larry Robinson is carrying the torch out for the raucous Montreal crowd. So Rodgers is signed to a one-year deal with the Steelers worth up to $25 million. Steelers got the Super Bowl.
Jeez, they can't keep their hands out of the cookie jar.
Well, I mean, once Mike McCarthy was hired as head coach, it became pretty obvious the Steelers just want to keep themselves on the same damn mediocrity carousel.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Who lit the torch? It was, I believe the name was Jack Robinson.
All right, I'm going to sit in the chair and die now.
Pardon me. I know the last name was Robinson. I was so busy talking about Rodgers, I immediately forgot his first name.
Missed it.
Would Jaws like to have Pugliarvi back in Florida if it were a possibility?
You know, I've been thinking about that. I was surprised we didn't keep him when he first.
Larry Robinson. Larry
here.
Robinson. Thanks, Mr. Spock.
Yeah. I suppose I wouldn't mind giving him another shot. I'm not sure what the reason is why he has not been able to stick in the NHL.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch U-Tree's NHL's Haters Guide debriefing?
No, I saw the thing. I haven't watched it yet.
It's funny. He did new transitions for every team, like memes whenever each team's logo is on.
Right.
The one for the Panthers. I want you to see it. Okay. I want to see it when you finally watch it.
Okay.
541 man games lost. By comparison, Gustav Forslin's entire career has been 557 games.
Right.
So he lost basically almost as many man games this year as Forslin has played in his entire career.
Right.
Alex Tuck has been -8 in this series after having been +8 in the first round versus Bruins. Yikes.
Wow. That's a shame because he's playing for a contract.
Tuck?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Bolvar says, come on, Game 7. We need you. Otherwise, if this game ends, the Eastern Conference Finals starts Tuesday. East always goes first. If we get 7, it begins Thursday.
Yeah.
South Florida Sunset says, Bob going to LA to play with Panarin. Trey says, how come nobody told me we had 2 seconds this year to go with our top 10 pick?
Well, we got that other second from Sordiff, I believe. Okay, I'm going to sleep during the anthems.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the
Goony goo goo. Okay. And to think that we could have signed Lyon in the offseason.
Bovar says it seems the NHL cannot punish Vegas for blocking Edmonton from interviewing Cassidy. In fact, they blocked LA too. It is legal as Cassidy has one more year on his contract. As long as Vegas pays him, they can keep him from interviewing.
That is wild.
Barman
I
says,
mean, I take a year's paid vacation. I mean, I totally will take a year's paid vacation.
Barman says, Jaws, why didn't we keep Jesse Pugliarvi and maybe we can sign him for this year?
I can only guess that he wanted an opportunity to get more playing time elsewhere. You know, overseas, he's big dog over there. But who knows? It could be, you know, that's where he wants to live, personal preference. I mean, he played when he was with us. He looked pretty good, for a bottom six guy. I'm not sure what the knock on is.
Oh, there's
my
a score.
God.
Rasmus Dahlin makes it 1-0.
Every game they score first. It's almost like Montreal said, just let them score first, get it done and over with early.
32 seconds into the game, Rasmus Dahlin already makes it 1-0.
Every game. You can turn it up a little bit. I mean, what are we doing?
What a move. He absolutely jukes Slavkovsky and then just gets it short side over Dobish's shoulder. Backhand. Carrier probably tried to deflect that with the stick, and it did not work.
Okay, then.
That's 3 games in a row where they've scored in the less than 5 minutes, yet so far they've only won one of those. Real Cinema says, so this is either going 7 or Buffalo's going to blow a 3-0 lead and lose in overtime. Is that a little loud, or is
No, it should be fine.
Josh Doan drops it back for Owen Power. Owen Power will slowly move the puck along. Helenas dumps it in. Then the Montreal Canadiens and Caden Gooley dump in the puck. Demidov trying to reach it. Oh, a turnover. And it's gloved by Lyon off the Demidov shot.
I can't wait for the first day when we do our free agency stream and I get to watch your reaction when we give Stuart Skinner 4 years at $5 million.
So face off in the Sabres. Oh, my God.
Here we go again.
And it's Jack-Eye who ties the game.
Here we go again. This is beautiful.
Couldn't even hang on to that lead for 2 minutes.
A minute.
It was just over a minute.
32 to 20, yeah. Yeah.
So that Lyon just
he
failed to get it with the glove.
Yeah, you got to have that one, man.
Jameson says, oof, Lyon.
Yeah, it is. You got to make that save. I wonder if Bobrovsky wants to live in Buffalo.
That's the first goal of the playoffs. And he had just 1 in the regular season in 65 games played. Bruh. Bolvar says, I don't like this movie. I've seen it before. Buffalo, go sign Bob.
Well, I mean, the question I have is forget what Zito doesn't want to pay him. What amount of money is another team going to offer him and a term that
both goalies have a 0 save percentage? But that can't be right. Lyon already made a glove save, unless that didn't.
If it wasn't going to go into the net, it wouldn't count.
Huh. You were saying.
I forget what I was saying.
Oh, Bob and what he does and doesn't want.
Just saying that some other team's going to have to really overpay him for it to be worth him to move on.
Universal.
You got to figure he wants, if he's going to go anywhere, it's going to be a team that just needs a goalie and they're ready to win.
Universal Habs says, let's go.
Like the whole thing doesn't make any sense.
David says, Sasha's first assist was to Lundell. Next year will be great and Bob will sign.
He needs to sign.
Samuelson trying to hang on to the puck. He does, but he can't hang on to it in the zone. Undead Avalanche just says he's chilling.
That's a good, yeah. We did that once.
Barman says, let him go to Winnipeg and we'll take Helliebuck.
I mean, that's the only name that I'm like, okay, I guess this is the change we made. But, you know, you have to give up a bunch of assets for Helliebuck.
Helena sends it wide, and then leaves the zone, and it's dumped.
The thing is, we're still just under 2 months away from free agents. No, I think it's July 1st this year. Yeah, so we're like 6 weeks away. Hey, be careful there, Dovish.
Demidov unable to get the puck from Darlene. Tage Thompson able to get it clear. Greenway over to Krebs. Malenstein with a shot gloved by Dobish. Bolvar says it may be time for a shake-up. Kyle Sabres hat with Panthers jersey. Might be the jinx we need for Montreal to lose. Yeah, I see it too. Slapping it is not going to do anything.
Yeah, that's fine. I got it on my knuckle.
Mm. 14:58 to go in the first. Bowen Byram sends it around the boards.
Again, it's been like 2 minutes without a goal. This game's getting boring.
Oh, what a move. Oh, man, Dobish made an amazing save against Norris. And then Thompson sent the puck out of play. $14:29 to go in the first. Mm-hmm. Yay, the Marlins won.
Yay.
Apparently, how do you win 10-5 in the 10th inning? What the heck happened?
You get 5 runs in the...
Well, they had It was tied at 2, so the Rays surrendered 8 runs at the top of the 10th.
Wow.
Good God.
And then the Marlins gave up 3.
Yeah.
That's wild.
The Sabres have had 8 straight shot attempts since the Canadiens' goal. Where is that ability to score runs been when you were playing teams like the Nationals and Orioles? Patelron says, classic Marlins, Joss.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they win the series against Tampa. They lost the first game like 7-2. So Buffalo goes for the change. Darlene over to Hellenis, who just dumps the puck in. Zucker tried to get to it first, but Bolduc will flip it out of the zone. Eduardo says it's a fully sold out Bell Center. Many fans from Buffalo.
Oh, I bet.
Beck says, yo, 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 yo. Lane Hudson retrieves the puck in his own zone. New Hook tries to dump it into the zone. Wild is Life says, penalty kill and power play for the Wild was terrible in the playoffs.
Yep. Special teams to kick your ass.
I wonder if you've seen the J-Fresh graphic for the Wild and Avalanche Game 5.
No, we got something
It's
here. Hold on.
basically a graph that showed the expected total goals for each team and how it climbed. It climbed steadily for the
Right.
Avalanche after the first periods.
Right.
And the Wild start off with a big climb in the first period, and then it goes, did you beep?
Right.
It barely climbs at all
Climbed at all.
for most of the game. So the Wild played the equivalent of prevent defense
Right.
after going up 3-0 in the first period.
Yo, is Beck stoned or drunk?
Real Cinema says, Buffalo, you morons, you absolute morons.
But what really bothers me is that people turn. Customers could say, $900. Oh, free bank share? It's not quite one. Excuse me, sorry. Do you have this in extra small?
Nah. Oversized is in. Totally.
It feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to Geico.
He's clean, boss. Native, huh? Can you explain this clean ingredient stuff?
It works without the aluminum.
How much of it can you get?
I'm pretty sure that's just a crane fly or something.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky. Who's Wayne Gretzky?
He was accepted into the Hall of Fame.
That's nice. But with Discover, I get accepted basically anywhere. Well, I got it, Dwayne Jetski.
Discover accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Time for some numbers powered by the SAP Coaching Insights app. Montreal 11 power play goals in the playoffs. All from the top power play units. Caulfield, Suzuki, Hudson, and Demidov.
Spaceman says Bell Center is the loudest building in the league.
Might be, although
Yes, we are both Panthers fans.
yeah.
How could you tell? Suzuki over to Hudson, over to Demidov. So, which of these idiots took a penalty? Do you know? Caulfield.
No, you were talking about the J Fresh
Oh.
graphic.
Demidov makes it 2-1.
Good night, Buffalo. It's time for you to go.
Not yet.
You can enjoy the golf course.
This game is mirroring the series.
And your winter full of snow.
The Canadiens making it 2-1 after Buffalo had the early 2-1 after the early.
I understand a chance on that.
Buffalo will tie this again. I'm not worried.
He's not worried.
Bovar says, Buffalo, can you stop taking stupid penalties? You're literally just Anakin Skywalker. Your emotions are destroying you. At least Anakin had the excuse of being in a Jedi Order that actively tried to repress normal human emotions.
Now I think Dano took a penalty.
So Denault takes the penalty. So now the Sabres and their power play. Alex Lyon still has a 0 save percentage.
Oh my God. Burn Doyle thinks Lyon not good enough right now. The Saint says, put your Sabres head on, bruh. Not yet. Yeah, put your hat on.
11:30 to go in the first. Sabres win the face-off. Darlene just managed to keep that in the zone. Quinn over to Benson at the side of the net. Benson. Benson able to get it back to Quinn. Over to Darlene. Darlene sends it in the direction of the net and out of play. 11:08 to go.
On a commercial, I want to put the cord in.
JP says, ay caramba. Darlene with the puck over to Thompson. Thompson waits. Sends it to Doan. Then to Thompson. And the Canadiens get the clear. Why is the puck moving so slow? 5 for 18 this series after being 1 for previous 46. The Canadiens have allowed 10 power play goals, which is good for second most in these playoffs.
Well, playing Tampa help. Or hurt, you know what I mean. Oh, jeez.
Darlene somehow did not get that into the net.
Oh, we got some kind of action here. Apparently, at some point before the trade deadline, let me see.
You were saying?
Hold on, I want to see what Dobish did.
So they called Darlene for unsportsmanlike and Dobish for slashing.
All right, so
Well, there's Dobish and then Darlene and then Dobish.
I like it. I like it. Apparently, Minnesota tried to trade Wallstead to St. Louis for Thomas.
Oh.
And so maybe they're willing to trade him. But we're going to win the cup with Skinner. If Bob leaves us, wouldn't that be some funny shit? Bob go to Edmonton, Skinner come to Florida. They meet again. Panthers still win.
So what is the hold up here?
I don't know. Oh, it's an issue with the clock.
An issue with the clock. So it's still a Buffalo power play.
Right, because, yeah, basically nothing happened.
Sabres win the face-off in their own zone. Byram waits. Will drop it back for a rapidly approaching McLeod, who gets sent to the boards by Matheson. A 2-on-1.
They're getting back.
Wow! Oh, Lion, what is wrong with you?
Oh!
Dear God.
Oh, God.
Jake Evans makes it 3-1.
Oh.
That is...
Yeah, here comes UPL.
That is it for Alex Lyon.
Jesus.
That is... What a disaster. Lyon already getting the cane.
God almighty. Buffalo might need a goalie. This can't happen. Jeez. Let's see. Looks off. Looks him off. I mean, God. I mean, it is tough when you just constantly got guys coming right at you, wide open. You know, Lion's defense a little bit. You can't completely just cut that angle off because you do have to play for the possible pass, too.
A shorthanded goal for Montreal.
Oh, my God!
I thought Tage Thompson had just scored, but I guess that was... If the cord was down here already, why wasn't
I just forgot to do it. Just make sure we're not too far behind.
David says one other thing. Never think that people, especially highly skilled ones, have routines. Maybe Bob shaves his head and heads to some farm in the rurals every year. Then handles business after.
That's true.
So I guess we're headed to commercial. Not one save for Alex Light.
By the time you're like 87, then it hits you. Life is short. So you start spending on today. Which means you need a bank that was actually built for life today. Instead of, then. Ally, do it right.
Collins says, can't wait for Vegas versus Montreal in the Cup Finals.
Here for
I just sleep. Tell you how I slept. With so much paw on my face. You say whose paw? Your paw. It's your paw. Fresh Pet. Healthy meat and veggies, no preservatives. Wake me in an hour. It's better food for your better half.
There I was, enjoying my sweat. No food, no energy. But suddenly I found bucked up energy drinks and protein drinks that were insanely
Dolphin says bye-bye, Buffalo.
I believe so.
Oh,
Montreal can't blow this.
can't blow this.
Yeah, can't blow this.
Beck says, holy crap, what happened? Who was in net? It was Alex Lyon. He failed to make a single save. I mean, the puck just is going right past him like... So UPL is already in the game.
Jeez, man. 3 goals on 3 shots. Oh my God, poor dude.
3 goals on 3 shots. Now, are you gonna complain about us not getting him in the off season? Mythical Riz says, let's make a bet. If Skinner signs with the Panthers, Jaws rocks the retro mustache for the season for good luck.
Oh God, no. That I cannot do. Oh my God, no. I like my girlfriend to find me attractive. She already puts up with the beard. Of course, don't have to worry about that this year, do we, Kyle?
Yeah.
No playoff beard this year. Ow, that hurt.
So they blew the whistle. Norris is a little slow to get up. David says if McCarr is out, Vegas might make it a series. But since they struggle a bit with the Ducks, don't think Abs in 6. You think Avs in 6, 5 or 6 if McCarr plays. A double minor. Matheson, you fool! So Mike Matheson just took a double minor. So this is a golden opportunity for Buffalo to
give up another shorty,
tie the game.
I mean, you're the one that won't wear the hat. Your team is down 3-1. You won't even put on the hat.
8:13 to go in the first. Doan trying to collect the puck, and it's cleared by Montreal. Thompson over to Benson, over to Quinn. Quinn has to send it around the boards. Thompson over to Benson. Doan could not hang on to the puck in front of the net. Byram over to Quinn. Thompson's shot does not go through. Byram able to keep it in the zone, but it's intercepted and then cleared. Whoever decided to let Marner walk should be permabanned from making any personnel decisions in the future. Tuck with the puck. Byram over to Sucker. Over to Byram. Norris to Tuck. To Norris.
Clear.
So the first half of the double minor is almost over. McLeod with the puck. Owen Power to Zucker, over to McLeod. And the puck once again bounces away to the corner. Owen Power unable to hold it in. The first half of the power play is now over. 2 minutes of power play remaining. Norris waits over to Zucker and he scores! So they do capitalize in the second half of the double minor. We're back to a 1-goal game.
Jeez, it was 3-2 in the first period, wasn't it? Yeah, this might be worse. I think there's even less shots on goal. I mean, not that Dobish can do anything there. They left them wide open at the side of the net. Who put that in?
It was Zucker.
No, but I mean, it almost looked like Anderson knocked it in, but he didn't. Oh, vey.
Yeah, Kane's loving this.
Right?
Less than 6 minutes to go in the first. So 2 goals on 10 shots for Buffalo. 3 goals on now 4 shots.
Goaltending clinic.
So that's 5 goals on not even 15 shots combined.
Oh.
Although UPL is not at fault for this.
No.
Well, that was a good pass, but Matheson was able to defend against Benson. Bolvar says the Canes are rooting for Buffalo and chanting, "More days off, more days off, more days off." Well, as long as Canes fans don't make the mistake of saying we want Buffalo.
Right. And
that stayed in. The Canes are going to destroy either of these teams in 5, aren't they?
I don't think so. Oh, he missed. They did all that. He had to open and he missed. Oh. Come on, Montreal, get it back. And that's out.
Finally, the Canadiens are forced out of the zone. Buffalo has just been stuck in their own end of the ice for at least 2 minutes now. And they're still stuck in there.
Oh. Jeez.
Where is your ability to clear your own end of the ice, Buffalo?
It's like watching a team try to play the Panthers.
Mr. Spock says Habs beat the Canes 3 times this year. Regular season don't mean anything in the playoffs. Except for the Canes. The fact that they got in with their 20 overtime losses.
Yeah.
And there is no shootout or 5 minutes 3-on-3 overtimes in the playoffs.
Was that onside?
I don't know. Thompson with the puck. And apparently that was offsides. So Hudson for unsportsmanlike and Norris for interference. So 4-on-4.
Guess so.
Andrew says Jaws. Barkov looks good for Finland.
Yeah, I've seen. Oh,
So this is not over. It's not Buffalo over by any stretch of the
what do you
imagination.
know? Huh?
Maybe they'll learn from the last game where the first period was 3-2.
You just ask Copilot in Excel to help make it work. Suddenly, Hank says, "You got to try this place," kind of thing. Hank makes the pizza. Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Enjoy.
Introducing Subway's new brand.
Hank's Pizza. Pizza sounds good.
With new 6-inch deli face, $3.99. Protein pockets, $3.99. And a 6-inch sub of the day, $4.99. Always freshly made, always available every single day.
The plans on a soda? Maybe on that one. We're just getting started. It's fun too. Expect the unexpected. The top contenders, they're driving the hammer. And everybody's totally on hand.
Oh.
So the Marlins are now 21-25. That's only good for 4th in the NL East.
I see. They were in second place for a while, even though they were only one game out of 500.
Yeah, well, both the Phillies and Nationals are back at 500, and but we're still a whole 2.5. We're still a whole 2 games ahead of the Mets.
Norris for tripping, Hudson for embellishment at 17-17. The Buffalo scored first. Then Montreal scored 3 straight goals to drive Alex Lyon from the game.
Spaceman says, "Come on, Habs, don't blow this." Yes, Habs, blow this.
No.
Everyone loves a Game 7. Imagine
Montreal needs to finish this.
a Game 7 in Buffalo. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for essentially the rest of this first period.
Now Norris can't come back into the game, obviously, until that minor is served. So 4-on-4, Suzuki, Caulfield, Gooley, and Thompson for Montreal. McLeod, Quinn, Samuelson, and Dali for the Sabres. Joel Johnson. That's the first 6 games of these playoffs to the injury, has played in the last 6 and again tonight. Samuelson. A terrific year for Buffalo. Leaves it for McLeod with 2:20 to go in the period. McLeod for Quinn. Lee couldn't play it. Samuelson there to cover for his partner. With Caulfield on the forecheck, forcing a pass back.
Darlene over to Quinn. Quinn waits. Quinn forced to carry it out. Now Owen Power sends it into the zone. Tate Thompson and Carrier battling for the puck. Mythical Riz says that the Habs lose this game with an early 2-goal lead at home and getting the Sabres goalie pulled. Game 7 is going to be rough. Last minute of play. Slavkovsky enters the zone, peels back, is being relentlessly pressured for the puck, but manages to get it to Gouli.
Oh,
And we're back to even strength. What a move. But Benson could not hang on to the puck. Another odd man rush for Montreal.
Too far in the pass.
Bowen Byram able to get it under control. Mm-hmm. All right. Take a shot. Nope. That is the end of the first. So the Habs are once again winning 3-2 after one period of play. Alex Lyon has been pulled after surrendering 3 goals on the first 3 shots. So it's up to UPL to try and backstop the Sabres into any hope of a Game 7. Mr. Spock says second period is usually Montreal's best one. So see you in about 18 minutes. It's already 9:01. Mm-hmm. Well, they've got PK Subban on the ground in Montreal tonight.
You're not a hockey fan and you're in Montreal, you became one today. You don't have a choice. Absolutely electric.
Good stuff from PK. I love being nice jacket. I love being here. Louis dress as well, of course. I love being here with you guys, but I'd rather be in Montreal tonight. But, I mean, what a hockey game. Saturday night in Canada. Ooh, we're going to break it down. And Buffalo teaches us a lesson. What could that be about? This first intermission report is presented by Extreme.
So what are your predictions for the second period?
It's nice when your days have a rhythm. But what happens to that flow when you go from working to retirement? A free personalized retirement income plan from Fidelity can help you make the transition wherever life takes you.
PK is very popular in Montreal. He gives a lot to charity organizations.
So you can feel free to explore. Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
From sauce to dust to nuggets. Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets. No, they don't come with that. Would make them 0 cents. New Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets.
So I am not impressed by Alex Lyon's unfortunate save percentage.
So itchy. It's a wool. I mean, what genius thought of wool? I'd say, and these shoes. We were thinking flippy floppies, perhaps. It just lets the toes breathe. Just an idea. Think about it.
No! Flip-flops cool?
Very cool. Right this way. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here.
So if you had to guess which specific player scores next, who would it be? I am impressed that Buffalo is actually able to recover some momentum by getting the one goal on the double minor penalty, on the double minor power play to put them back within 1. Buffalo cannot afford to take any more penalties themselves.
July 13th.
Over 250 years ago, we didn't like the taxes, so we dumped the tea. Now with the Ram Declaration of Needs, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people with 0% financing for 60 months on select 2026 models, or we'll cover your sales tax, plus no monthly payments for 90 days, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Nothing stops Ram.
Or purchase and get 2.9% financing for 72 months.
Dobish is 13 years younger than Bob. Well, that tends to be a trend with rookie goalies.
And you need answers. Mallory Savostic gets things done.
I am happy. My neighbors are happy, and I thank WMAR and Mallory for all the help.
Yeah, Montreal's power play is lethal.
Get in touch with Mallory directly by emailing Mallory at WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for me.
I'm Jack Watson. I'm an investigative reporter researching unsolved cases across Maryland, shedding light on victims and their families,
I fight every day to lead a normal life.
and speaking to law enforcement agencies stuck with little clues and nowhere to go.
We appreciate all that you're doing, bringing light to these folks and bringing light onto these cases.
If you have a cold case that needs answers, email me, watson@WMAR.com, because every victim deserves a voice, and I won't stop until they're heard.
Once again, we have 5 goals. 5 goals in the first periods. 5 goals in the first period in consecutive games is nuts.
3-2, but the amazing about Montreal is they got 3 goals on their first 3 shots, even strength, power play, and shorthanded. Ivan Demidov, he was a finalist for the Calder for Rookie of the Year. Didn't have a single goal in the series until last game, and now he's rolling too.
Yeah, and he was probably one of Montreal's best players until he did finally get on the scoreboard. But what a game he's playing again tonight. Another needless penalty by the Sabres, and it's really one of the things that's really hurt him in this series there. And Montreal's power play is dangerous, and they're starting to get that feeling now. And of course, another power play goal here. We'll see what happens here. Let's go. And we see him to see out here, but you can just see they have a great entry into the zone, so they get the automatic possession right here. You can see beautiful the skill set of Demidov. They work around the outside, bring it back to the top. Now stop it right here. You can see McLeod gets way too deep here. It's such an easy pass to make over here to Demidov. But now look at Lyon's eyes. He's getting screened in front there, so he's looking over here to the right. He doesn't even see the pass go across, and that's why Lyon was so late getting across to cover the post. Now you can run it to show McLeod way too deep. Easy pass across. Lyon looking the other way. It's late coming across the net, and he's never going to stop. What a shot!
All right, so
Demidov is playing his mind now. It's good to see
could you get me water?
Great plays.
Consider it.
Jack scored goals for the Canadiens, and that's the depth and all that. 6 defensemen. Where are the Sabres superstars?
I don't know if they're the Galleria back in the Buffalo, the Walter Galleria Mall, but they need depth. Their series is on the line. Now you're only down 1. They have to be doing the move. And Donovan scored early.
So points to series. Tage Thompson 4, Alex Tuck 0, and they had a combined 14 points versus the Bruins in the first round.
The Sabres just aren't playing clean hockey right now. They're making a lot of mistakes. They're taking unnecessary penalties. They're not playing clean and puck management. And to your point, it's really hard for the team to win. I mean, Montreal's top line is -17 in this series, or in the playoffs. But they're making up for it on the power play. And Buffalo's giving them an opportunity to make up for it on 5-on-5 plays. You got to play clean if you're going to win this game.
So I'm restricted free agent. That's playing in the rules.
Thank you.
These Montreal fans are having a blast. Woo-hoo! To the mission report. Presented by Expedia. The one place you go places.
I love dirt, especially in spring. Here's Martin Stewart talking about dirt again. Well, this is my favorite time of year. We do the same thing every year. Organic soil, body plants, feeding everything really well.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Incredible results.
Summer styles this good make my family look like we have everything under control. You know. Kohl's outfits make it all look easy. Find styles your family will live in. Plus, save across the store at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Travelers swear by this one trick. What's up with Mom?
She's been scrolling travel advice for hours. Now she's got influencer brain.
That's my favorite part. You gotta use Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites so you always get your trip right.
Kayak. Got that right.
Bubba's back, fam. Being a business owner takes hard work and a whole lot of miles. We chose the capital.
Carlos says, Saberspress. Lion, can we have a word? It's not personal, it's business. Yeah, that was a brutal way to end up already down 3-1 in the first period. Sabres fans better be thanking their lucky stars that they're only down by 1 after that embarrassment after the goaltending like that.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clearer skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth,
So you have to take into consideration that Lion only got the start tonight because UPL had not a good game last game.
The Fuego.
Fuego the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Febreze. Bathroom visits got a reputation. Febreze bathroom has 4 times the strength to fight tough odors continuously, leaving freshness for 45 days. No outlets required, so everyone can breathe easy.
Decker Investigations.
I have a job for you.
Tuesday, ABC is serving an entire night of RJ Decker.
Almost did you say possible homicide?
With 3 back-to-back episodes, it's a triple decker of America's hottest PI.
That's straight gold, son.
Jump into one of the best new shows this year.
Repeat after me, okay? Everything.
Try not to die tonight.
I will do my best.
A triple RJ Decker Tuesday on ABC.
Yes, so
All episodes on Hulu.
my initial impression is, for the love of God, Buffalo, do not try to employ Alex Lyon in this series again.
We started Luke in. Yo, Luke, we're gonna call him. Yeah.
They're just showing.
We've taken some heat for that, for the treatment of the Sabres starting goalie in Western New York. So the Buffalo Sabres social media unit, they did a great job. They went out to St. John the Baptist Elementary School in the Kenmore section of Buffalo and paid a visit to Mrs. Rice's first grade class.
Ukko Pekka Luukkonen. So apparently the ESPN broadcast had gotten a bit of heat for how they were pronouncing UPL's name. Ukko Pekka Luukkonen, who has 1 save tonight. And that save is Buffalo's 1 and only save of the night so far. Which is a testament to how quickly the Sabres have taken over the shots on goal metric.
Yes. Yeah. Why don't you whisper that? Say it louder. Scream it from the rooftop.
Please, for you in Western New York, tell your club down in the box right now. You guys are going in there like it's Halloween.
But you're right. You're only down one. It feels like Montreal has a 3-goal lead, and they don't. This is a 1-goal hockey game with the Sabres season on the line. Heading to the second period in Montreal. This first intermission report is presented by Steve.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully a second period where Buffalo does not take a gajillion penalties.
Now with internet across the nation. We are joined today by Ted, who's helping us connect to other small business owners.
Thank you, ladies. And I think we have our first caller from the live stream.
Everyone around me thinks I know what I'm doing, but sometimes I don't.
That's just being a business owner. Yeah. Every expert was once a beginner who just didn't quit. That's deep. I read it on a throw pillow.
When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
You can learn a lot from a throw pillow.
Put that on a throw pillow.
Merch! And this is from the woman over there.
I just earned 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a conga line, will you join?
Earn 5% cash back in different categories each quarter on up to $1,500 in purchases when you activate.
You gotta love hockey fans. Some blokes.
So yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's about time Tage Thompson did something again. Well, I'm guessing Alex Tuch's performance in this series is been so much worse that he really needs an assist, let alone a goal.
The 3 for me only at Chili's is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich. Yeah, that looks pretty good, but do you still get bottomless chips and salsa? Okay, and what about a bottomless drink? Sure, but answer this. Is Chili's big crispy sandwich bigger than McDonald's McCrispy? Oh, well, yeah, that is way bigger. So all of that deliciousness is still just $10.99? Oh, fast food is not gonna like this. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Today is follow WMAR2 News on Instagram and have instant access to top headlines, weather updates when you need them, and informative content connecting you to your community.
We got like 3 minutes.
Tate Engineering are proud to celebrate America's 250th anniversary.
I'm hoping my dad is staying awake. He's in a bit of rough shape right now.
American invention has always been inspiring. Today, that same spirit continues to save lives, bridge distances, and light the way toward a brighter tomorrow. This America 250 moment on WMAR is sponsored by Tate Engineering.
I've done traffic in Baltimore for over 20 years at various radio stations, TV stations. The first thing I do when I come into work is I check all the traffic cameras, particularly 95, 295, the Jones Falls Expressway, and of course 50. When you get traffic from me, you're getting traffic from someone that has lived in the area their entire life. I can give you the traffic updates minute to minute. Apps can be in real time, but they don't update as quickly as I can. I can also get
Bolvar, you have both of your parents dead asleep at 6 p.m.
I can tell you it's near a local church. Safely and on time. I've been so fortunate that I have people stop me all the time. I see people at the gas station. I see them at the grocery store. I see them at my kids' events and tell me that they watch my reports and they rely on me to get all the traffic information that they need for their morning commute.
Follow WMAR2 News on social.
I wonder why this broadcast is showing all the local WMAR2 news stuff at random points. All right, so the second period's finally about to get underway. Yeah, Alex Lyon allowed 3 goals and had a 0.000 save percentage. I'm not sure if that's a new NHL playoff record. Would it be a new record? 3 goals on 3 shots. 0 save percentage to start the first. And then getting pulled in a playoff game.
Well, the question would be, if it's ever happened before, who left the other goalie in to get 4 goals on 4 shots?
Norris tries to center it to Thompson, but he was not open whatsoever, forcing UPL to play the puck. The second straight games with 5 combined goals in the first. Oh, Benson got very close and is going to send it back to Norris in the corner. Over to Bowen Byram. As Benson takes his time near the circle, just drops it for McLeod. Benson waits. Byram waits.
Oh, no.
That's in.
Son of a bitch.
Zach Benson finds the loose change in this game is tied.
Oh.
With exactly 1 minute into the second period. Hey, they figured out they could score super early in other periods besides the first. Yeah, beware of 2-goal leads. Dobish had it went through him, and then by the time Dobish realized Benson was right behind him with the puck, it was too late.
Yeah.
Another minute into the period, goal by Buffalo. Sweethawk thinks the Canes will punish either of these teams on the power play. God, I do not want to see how Buffalo would struggle specifically. I mean, I do, but it would not be pretty.
Oh, no.
Bowen Byram nearly makes it 4-3. Buffalo has come out the gate swinging.
Yes, they have.
In this second period. McLeod circling everyone in the offensive zone. Tuck sent with the centered shot. Owen Power's shot is blocked, but he recovers the puck. His teammate sends it around the boards. Josh Doan over to McLeod. Back to Benson, is that? Owen Power. Tuck pursues the player, but not the puck. Jameson says, is this even playoff hockey? Tighten up, the both of you.
Right?
3 goals on 15 shots for Buffalo. Make that 3 goals on 16 shots. Sweet Dog thinks Avalanche's Vegas is going to likely be the better series. That's a bold take.
Oh, I mean, probably. Even if Montreal and the Kings or whoever is, even if it's a good series, Vegas, Colorado's probably going to be ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Carolina swept their first 2 opponents, but those were Ottawa and Philly.
Right.
The Avalanche have lost all of 1 game. Well, they got the Kings in the first rounds, to be fair, but the Wild, you could argue the Wild fell because of stuff like Jonas Brodin and Joel Eriksson Ek, but they have not that much of an excuse for just going full prevents defense when having a 3-0 lead early in game 5 in a potential elimination game. Bolvar says, well, I guess my TV remote died. Now I have to find batteries. Guess you're stuck on the game Here, you were going to switch at commercials to watch Guy Fieri. Here we go. Tage Thompson on the move, and Dobish made the save.
There we go.
Norris getting into it with Bolduc. Mm-hmm. 16-17 to go in the second. So Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has already made 4 saves. 22 goals allowed in the last 5 games for the Sabres. The most in the 5-game playoff span for them, I guess, since 1991. Swedhog thinks the refs will call less in the next round, which favors the Canes.
I mean, that's probably true.
Benson sends it around the boards. Matheson found it first, but it stalls in the center, allowing Tage Thompson to at least maneuver into the circle. And that will be held by Buffalo, but in the neutral zone. And that is apparently icing by Buffalo.
The quest begins with the Buffalo Sabres. Leaving yourself, leaving your teammate, go behind the scenes with one team. All about for each round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
So the Sabres already did what they failed to do last game and actually tie the game.
Yeah.
Lions like, I'm not going back on the ice for the rest of these playoffs, am I?
No. Jeez.
Unfortunate game came in Game 3 of the 1982 Division Finals for Blues at the Blackhawks, which Chicago won 6-5. He got yanked after those 3 goals. With Mike Liu. And then I got one for him. He got traded to Hartford. He had big plans for him. What was it like back in 1955? I just never started tracking those shots he saved. Really hard to get shot back sticks.
All right, here we go. McLeod centers it. Oh, what a stop by Dobish.
Dobish. Good Lord, Montreal. Wake up.
Buffalo, keep this up.
You shut up.
You can practically taste the 4-3 lead. Bolvar says this series feels like Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he's getting beat up by the bald guy, and Carolina is simply the boulder.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Hellenius. That puck flutters in the direction of Quinn and then Zucker. Power. See, actually using speed in the zone gets you looks after look. Zucker tries to get it short side. Keep it up.
Good Lord.
South Florida Sunset says Buffalo fans are roasting the Habs all over Reddit and Twitter because of all the posts saying Hudson always scores on Saturdays. Over says, defense? What's that? I've never heard of it before. Sounds important, but I'll just ignore it. Buffalo's now out shooting Montreal 20-7. And all of a sudden, it's Montreal that can't keep the puck out of their own zone.
Yeah.
At home, mind you. Oh, Zdovich with another save. He is the only reason right now this game is not in Buffalo's lead.
Yeah, this has been awful.
(21-7), the shots. Zach Benson already has 2 points tonight. And he gets rattled.
Yeah.
13 minutes to go. The Habs finally are.
Oh.
And UPL makes a critical
Great.
save.
Oh, what are they going to get?
Buffalo
too
had
many
6 men on the ice. Are you kidding me?
Jeez.
Buffalo.
You're absolutely throttling them.
And you had too many men on the damn ice.
I'll be right back.
Sweat Hug says Montreal playing like a young team, acting like they have it in the bag at home.
Yeah. They did it against Tampa too, didn't they?
Next series may set a record for least shots between the Canes and Habs.
TimberTech looks so much like wood because we really studied wood. That kind of nuance you just can't achieve without pushing the boundaries of what's possible technically. So as climate evolves, as wildfires become more of a concern, the ability to maintain the product in high moisture or high UV radiation environments, we're constantly working to be able to stay ahead of those needs of consumers, even before they know they have them.
All right, so Buffalo short-handed.
You watch your mouth.
Body armor.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I have a wealthy aura.
With Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early because life today doesn't wait for someday or payday.
Have you ever watched any of those videos?
Yeah, I've seen them.
David says, Sabres spent. I can't figure out which penalty was worse. Let's put an extra guy out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and none of them are even close to the bench.
Oy.
Buffalo, could you remember how to count, please? Caulfield all the way back to Suzuki. Suzuki crosses over to Demidov. Slavkovsky waits. His shot whiffs. Caulfield tried to get it on the side of the net. Caulfield turns around. He shot.
He missed.
Demidov at the opposite circle. Slavkovsky over to Suzuki behind the net, who centers it to Hudson. Over to Demidov. Slavkovsky waits. And the perfect feed to Caulfield slips right by him. And that is cleared. 12 minutes to go in the second. Hudson already back in the zone. Hudson over to Slavkovsky. Demidov by the circle. Puck takes a wild deflection all the way back to Hudson at the blue line. Caulfield at the same spot. Suzuki over to Caulfield. Over to Hudson. And I don't know if that puck ever reached UPL.
Yeah, one of them was a save, I believe.
Slavkovsky, his centering feed blocked. Slavkovsky over to Hudson. Hudson waits. And that is cleared. Less than 30 seconds left on the Montreal power play. Wonder who's serving the penalty. Tuck enters the zone. He does have McLeod, but he's going to just smartly keep it in Buffalo possession. Owen Power, a terrible passing attempt over to Tuck, allows Kirby Dach to dump in, but the power play is over for Montreal. Power didn't even know he had blocked the shot, or excuse me, that was Quinn. Tuck's stick shatters, and he's just going to try and gently escort the puck to the nearest teammate with his skates. And Buffalo does get the clear, but Noah Dobson is there to retake possession for Montreal. Kirby Dach the other way. Shot sticked aside by UPL.
Nobody there?
Zucker, can he get it past? Yes, go Norris, go. Norris over to Quinn. Woo! And another save by Dobish.
Good Lord.
Oh, it's a delayed penalty.
Oh, for freaking hell.
And there's the touch. 9:50 to go.
What did they get him for this time?
So Carrier gets called for interference. Let's see. I mean, he was basically just not letting the guy get past him. More commercials.
They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's the yo? Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together. That was not me. Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the rules. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No? Okay.
Protecting what you care about is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this car. And this awesome bike. The stuff in that apartment you're renting, it's protected. This golf cart, it's protected. Hey, don't worry, that phone's protected too. Protection for just about
Wake up, Carl.
life, no matter what kind of life.
Me wake up.
What are we doing? It's not my job to read the chat. Huh? That's not my job.
Sweathawk says Montreal is lucky Lion turned into a pumpkin.
Man, they blew it though. They get a goalie that gives them 3 goals on 3 shots, and they don't have a lead. That's hard to do.
That is very hard to do.
I mean,
and now Buffalo is on the power play again.
So now Montreal's got to get a shorty.
They already have their even strength power play and shorthanded trifecta. They don't need to add any more to that.
How about a own goal shorty? Huh?
Ellie says just tuned in and another tie game. Now Sabres on power play. So Sabres power play has been just 1 for 3. Perhaps they can make it 2 for 4. And they win the face-off. Dahlin moves it along to Thompson. Thompson was stopped by Dobish. Dahlin gets the puck at the blue line. Thompson is going to consider doing the same shot again. Doan to Thompson to Doan. Thompson over to Dahlin. Doan over to Quinn.
Boy, if Doan would have just one time that.
Yeah, Buffalo.
That was wide open.
Thompson waits over to Quinn. Quinn waits. Dahlin with it. The puck movement just gets so slow. And Buffalo has taken the lead. Quinn with a blistering shot.
I'm going to vomit.
They really are trying to kill you.
Come on, guys. You're the one that's going to have to work Monday night. We would be off.
Quinn, that was right between the pad and the glove.
I mean, Dober saw it all the way, man.
Yeah, what a blast.
Oh. He just misses it.
Bolvar says Vegas has the most shorthanded goals in this playoff with 4. Howden has 3 of them, which ties the record for a player in the postseason.
Wow.
Owen Power sends it to the corner.
So
that is Jack Quinn's first career playoff goal.
This is all because you won't wear the hat.
So they are now crediting Alex Lyon with exactly 1 save.
Okay, good. Good for him. I'm sure he's thrilled now.
Bolvar says, can somebody on the Sabres do that Marner goal? Beck says, these guys! What is defense? What is goaltending? 4 goals surrendered on 23 shots by Dobish, and he's only off the hook because Alex Lyon was so much worse.
I mean, you got a 3-1 lead at home in Game 6, man. You can't. What are we doing here? And you could use the excuse of Montreal being a young team, but so is Buffalo.
Well, I mean, Buffalo has the physicality. They have the size. Montreal's whole gimmick is essentially relying on their speed and their skill to outpace everyone.
Right.
Which was just barely enough, mind you, to get past the super experienced, super talented Tampa Bay Lightning, even in their current state.
It's just they played such good defense in that series.
They also were the benefactors of some of the most ridiculous rubber banding you'll ever see in Game 7. 9 shots on goal usually does not give you a win,
and that's
especially
true.
Not in the playoffs. Bolvar says, are you ready for Montreal to absolutely choke this series away and no-show Monday? Sweathog says Caulfield needs to wake up when it's not a power play. He's a ghost. Tuck is the actual ghost right now, at least in scoring for the Sabres. But yeah, Caulfield only shows up on power plays. Josh Stone with a quality shot. Dobish makes a stop. They're being outshot 25-11, Montreal. Of course, I still cannot put it past Buffalo to take another stupid penalty and give momentum right back to Montreal. Count how many players you have on the ice at any given point, boys.
Uh-oh.
So,
oh boy.
There it is!
God!
Helenas makes it 5-3. What a pass, what a goal.
Don't look at me.
Don't you look at me.
This is all because you won't wear your hat. You're cheating. You're supposed to wear the hat. I even bought you the shirt. And you're using my generosity against me by buying you the shirt. You're not wearing the hat.
So Zucker
I put the juju on.
And Helenas beats a glove side. Sweet. Derek believes this series was meant to go 7.
My God. I mean, you could see that goal developing 30 seconds earlier.
7:01 to go in the second, and Montreal, who had a 3-1 lead after Lyon essentially allowed 3 goals on as many shots, now finds itself down by 2. Well, I mean, Montreal's offense just almost entirely shut down.
I'm going to enjoy the sourpuss look on your face when Montreal wins this game.
This is the first time this entire postseason Montreal's trailed by 2+ at home.
Not for long.
Mr. Krabs says, looks like we're going to game 7. Sweathawk says, Sabres putting belt to ass on this defense tonight.
Yeah.
Yo, this is what happens when you push a physical team to the brink. Bulvar says, Kyle gets chocolate chip and Reese's peanut butter chip pancakes now, right? That's the rule?
If he wants to make them, I could use some chocolate chip pancakes. You don't make me pancakes anymore. See?
With the elite defense these teams play, Habs may score the next 3, says David. Yes, there is a lot
of time left.
There is a lot of
especially
time.
when Montreal gets the sucker tied up before the end of the period. Oh my goodness.
All right, so McLeod enters the zone. Somehow that was onside.
See, right there. Montreal coasting to get to the puck to try to clear, and instead Buffalo ends up with another chance in the zone.
Caulfield shot stopped by UPL with 5:22 to go in the second.
What a wild couple of... The whole series has been wild. The goals have been coming in bunches. Unbelievable.
Mythical Riz says the Habs... Did the Habs put in their backup goalie yet?
No. I don't think they will. Fowler hasn't played in weeks. Like, when's the last time he played?
David says, yeah, because chocolate and maple syrup is great for your heart. You should walk Leia. Just say. Andrew believes the Panthers going to win next year and solidify the dynasty.
Fowler last game was April 12th against the Islanders. So he hasn't played in a month. Not so sure now is the time to throw his ass out there. And you're not gonna start him in Game 7. So, I mean, I think if it was to get out of hand, like 7-3, you know, if Dobish was to give up another 2 goals in this period, maybe you put Fowler in for the third. But this ain't all on Dobish. He's made a ton of good saves too. I mean, they had 26 shots. They're on pace for well over 40 shots. Not a lot of, that's not playoff hockey, allowing 40, 45 shots.
Wellness check on Mr. Spock. I haven't heard from him since the second period started. Dolphin says, Montreal, what the hell is going on out here?
Yeah.
That's what the fans at Bell Center want to know. You do realize that's 4 unanswered goals by Buffalo, right?
What? I can't hear you.
Das Saint says the Panthers are cooked Too old. Better start rebuilding before it's too late. Now you're mistaking us for the Lightning.
Yeah.
Very common error since there are 2 teams in Florida. I mean, the Lightning have just had the misfortune a lot of the time just running into the worst possible team every year in the first round.
Yeah. It's very true.
Well, what's their excuse for losing to Toronto in the first round?
Toronto was really playing well that year.
So Montreal held that puck.
Come on, stupid Dolphins. At least get one score back. Oh, here they go.
Penalty. You took another penalty.
Here we go.
And of course, it's Alex Tuck.
Well, he needs to contribute somehow.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty.
That's a weak call in the playoffs.
What is Austin Matthews?
That is, what? There's no way these refs didn't get told to call these games way tighter.
Austin Matthews might be on his way out of Toronto.
It's possible. Like that's not a playoff penalty. I've never seen these calls like this in the postseason before.
UPL with the save. Demidov.
And I want Montreal to win, but that's garbage.
Suzuki over to Caulfield, back to Hudson.
Oh,
and the puck rolls
too
past
many
Lukowski.
passes. Will you guys shoot the puck, you dumbasses? Now you're starting to piss me off like the Panthers would.
Suzuki over to Slafkovsky.
I gotta listen to Kyle over here get all excited. He won't wear the hat. I bought him a shirt. He's using my own freaking juju against me. I'm gonna do something to that shirt.
UPL.
That's what I'm gonna do.
If you touch that shirt,
I'm gonna do something to that shirt for Game 7.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna do something. You wait.
Hudson enters the zone. Suzuki waits less than a minute to go on the power play for Montreal.
You can see this.
Demidov able to get the puck in the circle, but Slafkovsky now tries.
What are you doing? He's not open, you fool.
There is another clear.
God.
So one of the Sabres players got hit in the hand with
the
puck. Bolduc's shot.
I think it was deflected wide.
Hudson waits.
Come on, Montreal. There you go. At least shoot the puck. Nobody on the side of the net.
Doc
gets back to it.
Greenway has no stick. Dobson waits over to Texier.
Jeez, that was the shot. That was the deflection that should have gone in, and now it's out. Oh no!
Tuck.
Oh no!
Do it. Oh, he gets
thank
robbed
God.
by Dobish. Damn, he could have used that.
Thank God.
Silva says, "Excuse me, what?" He must just be tuning in.
He must have just come back. Now what?
He's got time. He's got the opening, and he wants
Woo.
to over Dobish's glove. When you sit in the penalty box, this is all you think about at the end of the penalty. Maybe I can get a breakaway if this thing pops out.
Poor Tuck. What does he have to do to score in these playoffs?
Thank God, Dobish.
1:46 to go in the second. Sabres win the face-off at center ice.
interceptions in the regular season, his longest streak of interceptions.
All right, so Anderson with some speed, but he skates all the way around the boards and tries to just let Denault take care of business.
Come on.
Matheson with the puck. Just passes it along. Puck out of play with 1:13. Swedok says Tuck is brutal right now.
The quest begins with the Buffalo Sabres.
Leaving yourself, leaving your teammate.
Go behind the scenes with one team
All about this hunger.
for each round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Quest for the Stanley Cup only on NHL YouTube.
Shop the largest selection of Stanley Cup playoff apparel at NHL Shop. Take advantage of today's special offer on your favorite teams and brands. Only at NHLShop.com.
Benson was still grimacing a little bit with that shot hit him in the hand on the palm area.
Benson is still in pain after getting hit in the hand with the puck. There's a clear. Go. And Zucker will collect the puck.
That's not good.
And
It's
it
not
goes
good.
towards the net. Quinn picks it up.
It's not good.
Bowen Byram shot. I believe Dobish stopped that. Last minute of play in the second.
Boy, they're just going to let you guys stay to the outside. I don't know why you keep doing that. Somebody's got to get to the freaking middle of the ice.
No icing. Puck goes out of play with 33.2 seconds. What? Ow.
Ow, is right.
Inside of the hand, the gloves today, the guys wear have these short little cuffs. They like them for flexibility. There's not much protection once it gets past your thumb area. And Benson's gonna have a pretty good bruise on that one.
All right, so Gouli pressured, and that was icing by the Canadiens.
If this was a Panther game, you would be here and yelling and screaming in there during this intermission. Oh, Val.
But
my body's so trying to kill me. It won't leave me alone.
Real Cinema says, I bitched so much about Buffalo, they scored 4 unanswered goals. The rush shot attempts in this game, 15-4 in favor of Buffalo. Sounds about right. Oh, Tuck, right there. Shoot.
Jeez, yeah, you can't give up the 6th goal.
You were saying.
I was saying surprise is only 15-4.
That is the end of the second. Buffalo has taken a 5-3 lead over Montreal in Game 6. So it'll be Buffalo's turn to not blow a 2-goal lead. An absolutely dominant second period in almost every facet by Buffalo. Montreal seems to be reeling a bit.
6-3. Tonight, Montreal had 3 goals on their first 4 shots, and they're losing 5-3 going to the third. How about this turnaround?
Turnaround. We talked about at the top of the show that Montreal are going to have to handle the pressure, and they're going to have to handle the.
So let's hear your predictions for the third period.
Buffalo came up with the strongest, most desperate period we've seen. Yes, probably in the playoffs.
So Buffalo, like the broadcast just said, came out the second period with the strongest, most desperate period of play that we've probably seen from them this whole playoffs. Montreal's going to need a lot of tenacity and a lot of speed in order to try and get back in this game. Yeah, nice win for the Marlins, scoring 8 runs in the 10th inning. That's absurd.
and then make them pay on the power play. But Buffalo right now is playing for their season. I'm not surprised where they're at right now.
You can see how different the people behind PK are right now than before the game when it started.
Quieter.
A little quiet, a little more somber. If you will, we'll get more from PK coming up in a bit. That's the scene in Buffalo tonight. In the arena where they're watching ABC on the big screen.
So,
Wow. Coming up, the second of the mix report. He's at the right spot. What a hockey game.
You know, coffee spikes your cortisol.
Yeah, but it's good for your liver.
Pro tip: magnetic hydration.
what are your thoughts? We now have 8 goals combined in this game after 2 periods. What are we looking at? Maybe 11 combined goals in this game after the third period?
When we hit the pothole, I was worried we'd be stranded for hours.
Our lives would revolve around the pot. When is my credit card to order 50 philosophy books?
The pothole. It's deep.
Candy, no.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think?
But that never happened. Thanks to the Geico app, help arrive in under an hour.
It is fortunate indeed, I have to say, that Buffalo pulled Alex Lyon when they did. They really didn't have a choice, but so far UPL has stopped everything. Whatever few shots have actually gotten all the way to him. Buffalo just has been tremendously outshooting Montreal now.
Let's go, all in.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully a third period where Buffalo does not blow it big time.
Affordable skills-based education that helps push your capabilities and career forward. We'll equip you with the know-how to apply emerging technologies like AI, data science, and automation. Whether you want to move up or move on to something new, UMGC can teach you the skills you need to succeed again. No application fee if you apply by June 1st at umgc.edu.
You know, as news anchors, being in the studio and talking at the desk, that's only half the job. The other half is getting out there and connecting with people, supporting the community that I live in, that Megan lives in, that we all live in. Because without you, then what are we doing here?
We are helping Maryland teachers get the supplies they need. It is a little bit wet at the moment, but we're not going to let that stop us. Are you so excited for your books? Yeah! We are collecting donations for the House of Ruth Maryland.
These are your voices.
I like being hands-on with the people, you know what I'm saying? It just reminds me of where I started from.
We want you to feel like you in Baltimore, like you from Baltimore. We want you to have that Baltimore energy in you when you do this thing.
Your struggles.
It seems like everybody really had their heart invested into my recovery.
Your triumphs.
It was just a privilege to be asked to join Team USA. It really was.
You are why we get up every morning and come do what we do.
I'm Megan Knight.
And I'm
So yeah.
If you're watching WMAR. Is presented by
I'm going to believe that Buffalo hopefully has learned from previous mistakes in their previous losses to Montreal in this series. And could you stop taking penalties though? That would be great.
He's invigorated the whole team, and sure enough, he gets one on the power play here. But we can see what a little bit of a miscue by Montreal with a broken stick. You can see right here, anytime a defenseman loses a stick, a forward should give it to the defenseman. He does that. Now watch Montreal. They play man on man. So when you play man on man, you have to stay with your man. So now Carrier gets a stick, and you can see he's a defenseman now, but he's come all the way up to the blue line, following Benson around. But that's his man. So watch everybody else interchanging. Carrier stays in front of the net. You're sure enough the puck, the gratuitous bounce because of the deflection.
So on that one Montreal penalty kill, they're showing how Carrier was given a stick when one of the other Montreal players' sticks broke. And he was the guy who was supposed to stay with Benson. Benson went behind the net. Carrier went in front of the net, and that's how Benson got opened and scored.
You're all happy. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to go do something to that shirt.
You will not touch the shirt.
You can see it here. There's Jack Quinn. Now he's going to pop up and make himself available. He scored 52 this year for the Ottawa 67 and 20 this year for the Sabres. Blam! As he checks himself. How about that slapper, fellas? That's a nice one. Watch him transition. Outstanding transition. Shoulder checks. Here they come. Transition with a capital T. Now you see a half loose, and that's there. And out comes Zucker. And he sees Kalenius. Beautiful pass to his left to the right. He finishes it. So if you're watching the game and you're a Sabres fan now up to Buffalo, and you're out
in case you missed it, by the way, Aaron Rodgers agreed to a 1-year deal worth up to $25 million with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Rodgers is back for one more ride with Mike McCarthy and the Steelers. Approximately 10 minutes until the start of the third.
That's nice. But with Discover, I get accepted basically anywhere. I got it, Dwayne Jet Ski.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
It's our best deal of the season. So switch to Verizon now.
Yes, the Dolphins play the Falcons in the preseason. Although there's no guarantee that either Malik Willis or Tua will be actually playing in that game, depending on how the preseason goes. It's the third game of the preseason, the last preseason game, so it's possible both Malik and Tua would start that game. But what's going to be more fascinating, we've got that we're playing at Green Bay at one point in the season. We're going to be playing against the Chargers, so going up against Mike McDaniel. And we'll be playing the Broncos, so we'll be going up against Jalen Waddle.
Great, right? Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to know places. And he said it'll never work out because I'm a Virgo and he's a Pisces. Which is crazy because you're a Pisces and we're perfect for each other. So.
Fresh Pet. Healthy meat and veggies, no preservatives.
Did I mention he was wearing a toe ring? OMG, they must think we're so dumb that we'll just fly into that bug zapper and die. Lol, I die.
Nah, be more optimistic, Mr. Krabs. We'll get 7 wins.
Who is that? Smells like Ashley. R.I.P. girl. Or Ken, the best in pests.
Weeds. Does anything keep them from coming back?
Roundup dual action.
Does that say prevents weeds for up to 4 months?
Mm-hmm.
So it keeps working and I can relax?
That's the point.
Does this stuff work for 4 months? Just gotta go to the store now. There you go.
Kill and prevent weeds for up to 4 months with Roundup Dual Action. Roundup. This stuff works.
All right, so I'm definitely looking forward to this third period. Sabres, you have a precious 2-goal lead to protect. Protect it with your bodies if you must.
Today is why we wear the uniform. We're in this together. Get out of there. All rights to this broadcast are reserved.
Let me see.
Broadcast recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I do. Sweethawk says Dolphins will win 6 to 7 games. There's a lot of parity in the NFL. They will lose some they don't deserve to lose, but they'll also win some they have no business winning. And I'll make a bold prediction right now. One of the upsets the Dolphins are going to have this year, one of the upset victories is absolutely going to be against the Packers, just to troll them after we essentially took their execs, took their assistants, coordinator to be our coach, and took their backup QB, among other things. You heard it here first. Dolphins beat the Packers. Although I'm not looking forward to Micah Parsons. It's not nowhere near as scary as if Tua had to deal with Micah Parsons. Now it'll be Malik Willis and Devon Achane dealing with Micah Parsons in that game. They at least have mobility. Just under 5 minutes to go. Yeah, Vegas in week 1, that should be an automatic win. I don't care how talented Fernando Mendoza was in college. And I saw how he defeated the U. Yes, I am technically a Hurricanes fan. Miami Hurricanes fan.
We should just move in with you.
Or just stop by. Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week.
What's in your wallet?
That's my boy.
He's clean, boss.
Native, huh? Can you explain this clean ingredient stuff?
It works without the aluminum.
How much of it can you get?
For the big, small, short, tall. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Today is when stuff goes wrong and you need answers. Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
Do you have a problem for me? Email me, Mallory@WMAR.com.
No application fee if you apply by June 1st at University of Maryland Global Campus, offering online and hybrid courses and lifetime career services.
So I'm looking forward to this third period. I'm hoping that Buffalo, all Buffalo has to do is keep playing the way they did in that second period, especially on offense, and not take any more stupid penalties, and they should have this in the bag.
Honoring those who served means recognizing the impact they still make every day.
Appreciate it.
Are you a veteran with a story to tell? Email Sierra@WMAR.com.
Because your voice deserves to be heard.
And the family goes to
OMAR has this year's must-see events and biggest games,
including Super Bowl 61.
That's an interesting Super Bowl 61 logo. It's got orange sky and aqua waves. Time to get the conspiracy theory out for the Super Bowl logo and it representing the teams that make it. But let's be honest, I'll consider it a miracle if the Dolphins make it to the playoffs, let alone win a playoff game for the first time for practically the whole time I've existed on this green earth.
You gotta go outside? Watch out.
You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs on ABC, presented by Geico. The Bell Center in downtown Montreal, game 6.
So, shots on rush. Montreal has had no multi-goal comeback wins this postseason. Well, yeah, the series with Tampa was basically just Tampa score, Montreal score, Tampa score, Montreal score, Montreal score, Tampa score, to add some variety.
Maybe we can start by not giving up a goal in the first minute again.
Yeah, that would in and of itself would be a positive sign for Montreal. Then they'll give up a goal within the first 2 minutes. Who do the Dolphins have to throw to? They lost Hill and Waddle. I believe we've still got
a couple of rookies in Malik Washington.
Yeah, Malik Washington. We also have that glorious hair in Greg Dulcich. We've got tight ends up the wazoo now. And they're not all Julian Hill. Thank God.
I think he went to the Patriots.
Well, if they can have fun with his, being mediocre blocking tight end, and he's supposed to be a blocking tight end, can't catch passes. The Dolphins very obviously want to become a running first team.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't just hand $16 million per year to Devon Achane just for the heck of it, or get one of the more mobile QBs out there in Malik Willis. We'll have a dude that can actually run for his life when Micah Parsons tries to destroy him. This has just been a comedy, that particular sequence. Bolduc dumps in the puck. I thought they were going to call something on Montreal for taking down that one Sabres player as he was crossing the blue line. Instead, it's Montreal trying to cycle the puck. Suzuki lost it to Helenius, but will now get cleared. Yeah, Achane will get a record number of targets. He can catch the ball. We learned that last year.
Yep.
The number one key to Dolphin success is not letting Achane get run into the ground.
Here we go.
You dropped it back to absolutely no one. Now Anderson moves it around. Yeah, Ollie Gordon needs to step up.
Yeah, that too.
Did we keep Jalen Wright?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. He was so much better as backup running back, as running back 2.
No, we got running backs, that's for sure.
Yeah. Fits the run for your life mentality. Reason we drafted Caden Proctor instead of Ruben Bain or Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Good girl. Good girl, baby.
Bolvar says he had to do a double take. He saw Jaws in the back and thought he was lifting like when the Panthers played. No, he's not that desperate for the Canadiens to win.
Good girl, lady. Oh!
And the Sabres ice the puck with 15:43 to go in the third.
Booga booga.
I'll booga booga
Oh!
you.
Oh!
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Oh.
You okay?
Okay.
What happened? Did I actually poke you that hard, or did you reflexively do
Yeah,
that
I
to
just
yourself?
reflexively did it.
Ouch. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, Jordan Brooks is supposed to be a key part of this team that John Eric Sullivan wants to build, so he probably is getting the contract. David believes that the Finns win more than 3 games. You do not believe they win more than 3 games. Hudson's shot goes wide.
Oh, here we go. Uh-oh.
Thompson, the pass never reached him. Slavkovsky enters the zone.
I don't think Montreal's had a shot on goal.
Not yet.
It's just not good.
Okay, Buffalo will keep possession and get the clear. Kyle uses signature move, the death poke.
Yeah.
Jaws, unfortunately, mostly did that to himself just now.
Yeah, well, you're picking on a sick old man.
I agree with Sweathawk that the Patriots will fall back to earth. They are nuts recreating that ridiculous run now that their schedule is not tissue paper.
Right.
We apparently have the second hardest schedule based on the records of our opponents last year.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Or opponents this year. We had
the last 6 games are just stupid.
Broncos, Bears, Packers, Chargers, Bills, Patriots.
Oh. Montreal, they're pissing me off now.
I mean, the play is evened out. Buffalo's not spending every single minute in the offensive zone of the ice.
Yeah. Boy, at home, though, what are we doing, guys?
Oh, no, David brought up a good theory. Nah, Pat's coach getting none now will be angry, so practice harder. Oh, he'll take it out on the players.
I got a good laugh out of that one press conference where he's like, I need to do the important thing, which is spend time with my family right now. And I'm thinking, she don't want to spend no time with you. You just got busted in what's at least a 6-year affair. I don't think your wife was looking to spend time with you right now. Unless it's at the lawyer's office.
Doug says the Habs came out with no juice. St. Louis needs to put the pads on. Vanea says, you haven't complained enough about Montreal players, Jaws.
Oh, man, I did in a recap, though. I ripped them a whole freaking...
Got that right.
I don't know what they're doing.
Bolvar says, all you need in life is a TV and a lounge chair. Who needs vacation when you got sleeping in the lounge chair after a full day of sports?
There you go.
Mythical Riz says, AFC is weird. You always think it's Buffalo or the Ravens' turn to make the Super Bowl. They can't get it done. Well, the Ravens are finally free of John Harbaugh, so maybe they'll do it, but they're running out of time and talent. Carlos says, did you see the picture of Rossini and her husband on Mother's Day? Look on her husband's face tells the story.
Was it supposed to be a new picture for this year?
Bolvar says, do you think Frabel tries to pull a Tony Sperano with the therapist?
Oh, boy.
It's not really good to speak ill of the dead, right, Bolvar? Like, it's
yeah, but you can. I mean,
like I get the joke. I'm being facetious.
Oh no!
Tony Sperano was basically the first coach I grew up with. And McLeod hit the post. You are so lucky, Montreal.
Come on, Montreal. This is pathetic.
TK says none of them are getting past Carolina. Yes, I'm fairly... Yeah, Tony Sperano died a while ago, right? Real Cinema says Bills and Ravens both running out of time. Allen and Jackson won't be able to run like that forever. Bonk off the crossbar. Squid Hugs.
Unbelievable that Montreal is pulling this in this game.
Squid Hug says Habs turning it over like Tua tonight.
This is an awful game by them.
12:03 to go in the third.
That's a big change. The Canadiens, the best face-off team in the playoffs, and another area where Buffalo's done a good job.
All right, so Darlene sends it towards the net. I wonder where pissed off Sabres fan is, and Mr. Spock is entirely disappeared.
Yeah, I don't blame Mr. Spock right now.
What was that, Quinn? Sweathawk says if it goes to Game 7, he imagines Buffalo will be buzzing at home.
Yeah, this is bad by Montreal here, man. They are blowing it.
11:11 to go in the third.
And it's the exact opposite of the last game where Buffalo was at home and Montreal tied it and then took the lead, and Buffalo just nothing. They had nothing. And this is the exact opposite of that.
So Montreal wins the face-off in the offensive zone. So Anderson unable to hold it in the zone. Oh, he turned over the puck. Go, go, go. Oh, and
they're going to get a penalty.
And the Sabres are going on the power play. A nightmare sequence for Josh Anderson.
I didn't know Ekblad was playing for Montreal tonight.
Ekblad? That's a Mackenzie Weegar moment if I ever saw it. Ekblad. Look at this. So, Montreal over under shots for game 7. 8.
Oh my God.
And they'd find a way to win again with that few shots. Susie says, let's go Buffalo. So 10:48 to go in the third, and Buffalo is back on the power play. Dahlin to Quinn.
If they score here,
over to Dahlin.
Finished.
Benson tried to center it, but there are too many bodies in the way. New Hook enters the zone. Quinn over to Doan. Doan on the rush. Gives it to Benson. Back to Dahlin. Thompson at the blue line. Just a quick pass to Dahlin. And he sends it. Dobish with the stop. Quinn over to Thompson. Quinn waits. Over to Thompson. Are you trying to... There it is!
God.
Quinn again. And the Sabres now lead 6-3. 5 unanswered goals as we're just about halfway through the third. An 82-mile-an-hour shot. That's gonna about do it. I mean, that's a vicious shot. Look at that.
Good Lord.
There's no way Dobish is stopping that.
Oh.
Right there.
Wow, they're putting Fowler in now.
They're pulling Dobish and putting in Cam Fowler.
I guess just for the rest of this game.
So this is his first. Oh, this is Jacob Fowler, not Cam.
Yeah, not Cam Fowler.
Jacob Fowler, who went 9-6-2, 2.43 GAA, 908 save percentage, 1 shutout in the regular season. So he didn't even play 20 games this year.
No, Monty played a bunch, and then Dobish kind of took over second half of the season.
Oh, I actually like this idea from Mythical Riz. You wanted to make bets? Let's make this a fun game 7, he says. Every time the Sabres score, Jaws takes a shot of maple syrup.
Oh, God.
Every time the Habs score, Kyle takes a shot of buffalo sauce.
Oh, my God.
And now it's a 2-on-1 for Buffalo.
Go again.
Tuck still can't score. But everything else is going right for Buffalo right about now.
Oh.
Vegas has as many conference championship appearances as Tampa has first-round exits in the span of 7 years. Jesus.
Well,
why was the rest of the league so brain dead when that Vegas expansion draft happened? Can't blame it all on the favorable drafting conditions for Vegas.
You want to bet? Sure you can. It wasn't just the players that they got, but the assets they got. I mean, it was. Well, you've seen them. They've never been bad, but they missed the playoffs 1 year.
Yes. Real Cinema says, are we trying to kill Jaws and his heart?
Yes.
Sweatdog says Habs look a lot like Toronto tonight.
But I'm off tomorrow.
Susie says the Blade Gang are going to be roaring through the streets of Buffalo before Game 7.
You had a 3-1 lead. If this was a Panther game, I would be dead.
Burned Oil says Jaws looks just like he did when the Habs were up 3-2. That's how shocked he is. I mean, I never in my wildest fantasies would have guessed 5 unanswered goals for Buffalo. That's just absurd. It's not like Tampa was doing this in Game 6. That took freaking overtime. Yeah. Wasn't that one of the 1-0 games? Was Game 6? Tampa,
they
Montreal.
all ran together. It was 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. You know what I mean? They were all ridiculous. They were normal playoff games. This is not even playoff hockey.
Mr. Krabs says, I am 6'3" to my stomach. If this was a Panthers game, the Habs would be the ones that started down 3-1 and then scored 5 unanswered.
Yeah.
Very poisonous. Yeah. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
And this is from the woman over there.
You just earned 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a Congo line, will you join?
So, barring a horrendous collapse by the Sabres, we are going to be looking at Game 7 on Monday.
At 9 in the morning.
Why starve your plants? Feed them Miracle Grow and go from doom to bloom.
Taco Bell's lunch boxes, including
that looks good.
are going to people's heads. Now they're expecting everything.
Mr. Krabs says, at least the game won't go to overtime. We won't be here till midnight.
This game is almost guaranteed to not go to overtime.
Real Cinema says,
I can use my psychic powers and tell you right now, almost a guarantee you're not going to overtime.
Real Cinema says, do we think Carolina wins Game 1 or gets destroyed because they had too much rest?
Can only hope they lose the first game because whoever they end up playing, they're going to need to win that first game if they're going to play defense. It's crazy because both teams have played excellent defense and horrendous defense at different times.
So Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has only had to make 12 saves tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
that is not good if you're Montreal. Lane Hudson enters the zone. And he's...
What? See, but there's nobody in the zone with him.
Clear. Last time Carolina played, Jaws had 3 less white hairs. Yeah, Buffalo will have to roll with UPL after this.
Yeah.
But is Montreal going to stick with Dobish or will
they're not going to play foul in Game 7. This was just to get Dobish off the ice. Just to, no sense in wearing him out the last 10 minutes.
7:27 to go in the third. Montreal has had 1 shot on goal this entire period. And they've emptied the nets.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe Tuck can score on the empty nets. Caulfield sent it over the nets. Bolvar says it don't matter what goalie Montreal plays. With this defense, they're toast. I highly doubt that they'll replicate this god-awful defense in Game 7 as much as I would love it. I think neither team can afford to play such horrendous defense at any point in Game 7. Like, Zucker over to Suzuki. Dobson shot.
No.
No luck. Yeah, there's nothing left to lose in this game. Why not empty the nets?
Right.
Caulfield couldn't even get the shot off, but it's still held in by Montreal. And UPL gloves it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the only reason Buffalo might not get 40 shots on goal in this game is because of
not needing it.
Of just not needing it. Yes, the Panthers in their prime. I'd agree they make mincemeat of. I don't know though if the Panthers would be able to defeat these Habs even at full strength. If they played this defense, yes, we would roast them.
So damn inconsistent.
We definitely would be able to take advantage of the Sabres' inexperience. Good luck with them trying to out-physical us.
Right.
Oh, and there it is, 7-3 and extra points. The kick is good. Do we even... Oh, it was Tage Thompson.
Well, we won't be in overtime.
Yeah, Derek says, pack your bags. We're going back to Buffalo. That was a great...
Yeah, that was all the way down the ice.
Montreal is going to be 0-2 in Game 6.
Yeah.
But whereas Game 6 against the Lightning was down to the wire, overtime 1-0 for crying out loud. Buffalo just absolutely blew the team out of the water tonight.
I mean, it was 3-1. And how do you do this?
The Habs fans are probably even more stunned than you are. They'll be stun-locked for a while to come. Malenstein.
Just wildly inconsistent.
Craig says Sabres stout on the roads, not that good at home. That is a good point.
Right.
They haven't had really great performances at home for the most part. Sweatdog says, Bob, extension talks ongoing. Hope we don't give him too many years. You're okay with a higher AAV.
Well,
5 minutes to go.
If he does sign, there's going to be people disappointed with what we give him.
Patelron says, hey, Jaws, how come the Sabres and Canadiens are scoring more than the Dolphins will this season? I do not believe the issue will be scoring necessarily for the Dolphins. We probably just won't have the firepower to keep up with the true contenders. Like, I'm predicting a lot of games where Achane and Malik give it their all, but got teams like the Bears, Broncos.
I mean, that last 6 games is ridiculous. But what do I know anymore? I thought
you thought
Minnesota
the Wild
was going to win the Cup. I thought Montreal had this series wrapped up.
Andrew says, if you were a betting man, who wins Game 7?
Buffalo. I mean, again, what do I know, right? But Montreal You got a 3-1 lead at home to close out the series, and 6 straight goals. That is
brutal.
That is beyond abomination.
Beyond abomination.
That is just. I don't. Good luck to them recovering from that.
Yeah, 3 goals allowed on 4 shots by Alex Lyon. Yes, Luukkonen has to be the goalie for Game 7 now. There's no way you go with Lyon. Bolvar says the Dolphins not having a playoff win since 2000 is still fascinating, yet absolutely sad considering the Jets made 2 AFC championships in that time.
Yeah, with Mark Sanchez. And what the hell was his name? Coach, big fat coach.
Rex Ryan,
yeah.
Sweatdog sings the Dolphins will really struggle against the run. Secondary is bleak too. Andrew says, Panthers would kill all these scrubs. Just let us in.
Yeah, right.
Now the injury gods came to collect on some long overdue debts.
Yes, they did.
541 man games lost. Almost as much as Gustav Forsling's entire career. To put it into perspective, he has 557 games played.
You know what would be funny? If this game ended in overtime?
Nah. That empty net goal pretty much had to seal that away.
Yeah, but it would still be funny if it happened.
Yes, Barkov and Lundell have both been great at the World's Championships. Yeah, they're using the insane Mitch Marner goal as a preview for Game 1 between the Golden Knights and the Avalanche.
Well, you know, Calgary fans had to go through that. Not quite the same thing, but they get rid of Tkachuk, and they thought they had it made with Huberdeau and Weegar there. They thought they took us for a ride. Next thing you know, Chucky's out there at the All-Star game, winning the truck, putting on a show, and you know Huberdeau's just somewhere like, son of a bitch.
Sweatdog says Marshy could need surgery too. Hope he doesn't pull a Tkachuk.
Yeah. Although the honest truth is, it might be best for him to pull a Tkachuk and only play half the year. To be honest. At least then he could just, go full blast the whole rest of the way. Be like a deadline pickup. So we need a petition to force Kyle to wear the hat in Game 7.
Yeah, like that's going to happen.
Oh, here we go. I'll hide your shirt.
Andrew says, I think we all know what the Panthers are doing, wheeling and dealing. There's always a step ahead. Just stay healthy. Jack Guy just flat out blasts Mellenstein right there in front of the ref. So Buffalo's on the power play again.
Oy. Is this game not over yet?
No, there's still 2:44 left.
Now what? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just
And
let
now
him go.
Norris and Matheson and Thompson rushes in against Matheson. And there's at least 3 separate scrums, make that 4.
Nobody's really fighting, though. Well, what are you doing? The refs are letting you do it. Are you going to drop the gloves or not? Everybody on the ice is ejected.
Andrew says, at what point would Lundell be captain? Like when he's 30? He's 24 now.
I don't know, because Maurice said that. But, I mean, you're not going to take the captaincy away from Barkov. So, even if Barkov only plays another 6 or 7 years, even if that still would have Lundell be 30, 31 at that point. And that's if Barkov only plays that many.
Real Cinema says, Montreal will win Game 7. The sports gods have decreed that across all sports, Buffalo must suffer the most painful defeat possible, except in lacrosse.
I mean, that is true. It is Buffalo, in Buffalo. But the fact that this Sabres team just won't die. This was a disgusting effort by the Canadiens after getting up 3-1 in this game. Same as the last game, just in reverse. I'm going to come into your room tonight and put the hat on you.
No.
I'm going to glue it, super glue it to your hair. It's the only way you can take the hat off is if you shave your head.
I'll set up a booby trap to stop you.
What? Oh, yeah? What are you going to do? Oh, did you put the air conditioner in your room today?
No.
You're going to regret that tomorrow. What are we looking at tomorrow? Last I saw us at 86.
I can wait
tomorrow.
until the morning.
Let me see. What's the weather tomorrow? The weather tomorrow is only 82. 88 Monday. 88 Monday, 87 Tuesday, 87 Wednesday, and then we get a cold front. And we go back to the 50s by the end of the week, Kyle.
Woohoo!
Saturday, 55 and 52. Oh, for frickin'. So we got 3 days there, 4 days where I can go fishing and it'll be nice and warm.
Mets over to McLeod.
At least that way, if I'm going to have a heart attack and die.
Oh, it was another goal.
No way, that didn't just go in.
Metsa, of all players, just made it 8-3. Zach Metsa.
Did Fowler even face another shot before that? What?
Right there. It deflected off of Matheson
good.
and right
my
between
God.
the legs.
Oh, my God. That sums up the entire game.
Make that 7 unanswered goals for Buffalo. This is his postseason debut, by the way.
My God.
Yeah, Minnesota blew a 3-0 lead against the Avs.
Okay, what if the game gets to overtime from here?
They'd arrest Buffalo for...
Now what are we bitching about, refs?
There would be an investigation into Buffalo for draft. I mean, for betting. For the betting.
Oh, yeah.
Real Cinema is laughing his ass off, saying Carolina's going to make the final and get swept.
This is a good series, but oh boy, just a wild swings in this series, man.
Hey, the Canadiens reached 20 shots on goal.
Congratulations.
The Sabres are at 36 shots. So
8-3. Good God.
Not even counting the empty net goal. 7 goals on 36 shots. 7. Yes, the Habs have been alternating wins and losses this entire postseason. And Luukkonen makes the stop with 1:23 to go. It's already almost 11 o'clock. Could we just end this already? I'm enjoying this as much as the next Sabres bandwagoner, but I'd like my dad to not fall asleep before he has to do the recap ending portion.
I don't know if falling asleep is like pass out.
Tampa must feel sick watching this series.
Yeah. Yeah. I cannot believe these dumbasses are going to go to Game 7 when you had a 3-1 lead at home.
They didn't even wait until the third period to blow it.
No, they didn't even wait to the third period. It was 5-3 almost halfway through the second.
Yeah. Now, I hope the Sabres don't try and coast off of this high they must be feeling right now into Game 7. That would prove disastrous. You have to try and take advantage of how stunned Montreal must be right now. Don't let them pull themselves back up in Game 7.
Man.
Yeah, this is going to be one interesting recap by Jaws. David says, Habs going to win Game 7 in overtime. You know it's true.
Oh, can you imagine if we get to overtime Monday night?
Dear God.
Okay, thank God that's over with.
We are getting another Game 7.
God. We almost had 2 nights off in a row, Kyle. I don't know why you're all happy.
We're still going to get 2 nights off in a row.
No.
Yes.
The Western Conference starts on Wednesday. And we got to we do not have 2 nights in a row off. Sorry. So this is your fault. Now, next time you complain about not having a night off, I'll remind you that you refuse to wear your hat.
So this series is tied at 3 apiece as the Sabres take Game 6, 8-3 in Bell Center. An absolute whooping. A reminder that Montreal had a 3-1 lead in the first period after Lions surrendered 3 goals on the first 4 shots. So Monday at 7:30 is when Game 7 starts. Yeah, cardiologists doing great in Montreal right now. Yeah, Carolina just over in the corner sleeping. So Buffalo fans must be riding that high right now, but it is imperative that the Sabres show up. They must show up at home, or it's not going to end well. So let's hear your predictions, your way too early predictions for Game 7. Pissed off Sabres fan here. This is your opportunity to defeat the Habs once and for all. And your prediction is 5-2 Sabres.
I can also give you points of reference that these apps can't give you. I can tell you it's near a local school. I can tell you it's near a local church. And I can
Bolvar believes Buffalo wins 5-4 in double overtime. Wouldn't that be something? Manny says they had 2 times to close this Game 4 and Game 6, and they choked. You think they're going to lose Monday?
Thank you for joining us for Your Voice, Your Stories. I'm Carol Burnett. Each weekly highlight.
Sweathawk believes Vegas is dangerous, probably the hottest team right now, clicking at the right time.
Now, for one homeowner, that disaster seems to be moving closer. And she says the city has spent nearly 2 years deciding who's responsible. Photojournalist Christy Harper has spent the last several months looking into the issue.
You're just kind of like at a level of vigilance that's tiring.
Nancy Waldhouse has lived in this house in South Baltimore since 1994. But in April of 2024, after a large rainstorm, she noticed a tree next to her house suddenly got a lot shorter.
You can see kind of on this one how low the branches were here.
Since the tree is on city property, she called in a report to 311. Shortly after, she started seeing cracks develop in and around her home.
This is where I first noticed I can put my hands under the baseboard. And it maybe stopped about here, but now it's continued to shift all the way to the end of the bathroom.
All indications the land her house sits on could be on the move.
I got very concerned that I could wake up.
What's my finals prediction?
She contracted with a structural engineering company.
And he said after about
That's a good question.
Cracks reached that threshold in a
Can it wait until we find out who our conference finals teams are? All of them? Susie, you're going to stick with Buffalo. You had them winning the series. Manny believes Vegas is going to get smoked by the Avs. The only team that can compete against them are the Canes. The rest get smoked.
City Departments was really responsible for this lot.
Nancy found out from neighbors that under that lot was a big secret. Going back as far as the 1850s, South Baltimoreans had dug into the ground for natural resources, mostly sand and clay that became glass, bricks, and sewer pipes, still in use around the city today. The caverns created by that digging were eventually filled in and forgotten about for decades.
The changes in the South Baltimore area is a story about increasing population. It's a story about extracting. It's a story about natural resources. It's a story about the people interacting with the water.
William Vincent is a coastal plains geologist with the Maryland Geologic Survey. We asked him to look at a city report brought to light by one of Nancy's neighbors.
A neighbor on the next street.
So I am going to assume that maybe in Game 7, both teams will figure out how to play defense. Or we could get another absolutely chaotic.
An extensive network of caverns from the 19th century mining that were at least 30 feet below the surface. At the time, the city condemned the properties, demolished the houses, and paved over the problem. The vacant lot created is right next to Nancy's house today.
It appears that there was some infilling of material to fill the voids or the previously mined areas. They filled it in with sand and clay, other materials.
According to the 1951 analysis, something could be done to stabilize the area. The report states, quote, by establishing a permanent record of conditions found there and now known to exist in the area, with this advanced information at hand, it is quite possible that a similar disaster can be checked, with a minimum of property damage and without loss of life. But by who and what should be done is as yet unanswered, and Nancy continues to see signs of movement around her house. She suspects unstable ground is shifting under her house and the vacant lot.
It feels like it's mushy, like it's sinking. There was an initial survey that was done from the surface that went down 6 feet, but we knew the tunnels were deeper and the caverns were deeper.
The DPW engineer Nancy had been working with told her the city was working to, quote, determine the appropriate remediation.
So I'm looking forward to Game 7 because, of course, only the Habs would play. Only the Habs would play both first and second round series and end up in Game 7 in both series. So Doug says both teams have some goaltending issues. You'll take Habs offense. Well, UPL did not really face a challenge tonight after he went in lead of Alex Lyon.
A cemetery with no clear owner, and families say that's left them stuck in limbo as conditions continue to decline at Mount Zion Cemetery. Loved ones say they've been forced to rely on volunteers while pushing the county and state for help. Mallory Safaste has an update on the search for a long-term solution, because if it's a matter to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
I don't know if we're actually.
Despite thousands of dollars in liens and citations against this property, it's been hard to identify and hold anyone responsible for maintaining it. So now families say they're doing what they can to make this cemetery somewhat presentable as they wait for the state to implement a fund aimed at helping neglected and abandoned cemeteries.
So what are your thoughts? How many goals total are there going to be in Game 7?
Is still not enough to, do what it needs to be done out here.
They're outmatched. Their small crew and limited equipment make it difficult to keep up with the nearly 16 acres, about a dozen football fields that make up Mount Zion Cemetery in Lansdowne.
Sometimes we don't stop cutting grass till 10 o'clock at night. Or they have a business across the street and their light shines so bright over here, and we might keep our lights on in our car.
They are among the families with loved ones buried here, disappointed and dismayed by the deteriorating conditions.
Son, I just want to say we love you. We're thinking about you. We're not just thinking about you. We're thinking about everybody.
Derek says 10 goals, but watch Game 7 be 0-0 heading into overtime.
For several years, as questions about who owns and maintains this cemetery remain unanswered. The owner on record died in 2022 without naming a successor. And through a public records request, we learned the state has been digging through decades of advertisements, newspaper filings, and legal documents, some dating back to 1903, in an attempt to identify ownership. But so far, there are still no answers.
It's so heartbreaking, but I mean, it's been, 4 years now?
Yeah, I actually got it correct. I said casually that this would be a total of 11 goals in this game, and at a certain point, and I was right.
However, the Office of Cemetery Oversight says it's still continuing to prepare regulations, which they anticipate will be completed this year. No money is currently available for distribution. They hope to soon begin accepting donations into the fund. In the meantime, Baltimore County has occasionally cut the grass and issued about $40,000 in liens since 2022, including fines, citations, and mowing costs. But the county says the last time it cut the grass was April 2025.
Some people come out here looking for their loved ones that can't find the gravestone, the headstone. They can't, or the flat ones. They can't find it. So we had a kid walking around, tapping on the ground.
The county also reached out to the Attorney General's office seeking help identifying a long-term solution. A spokesperson said state law does not authorize their office to take responsibility for cemetery ownership.
Sweathawk Bully is asking for the refs to hopefully swallow the whistle more for Game 7. Yeah, unless it's egregious, I would agree. I would like to see a less penalties. What am I going to do for the rest of the night? Probably just chill.
If you scan the QR code on your screen, this will take you to Mallory's full report. You can find information on how to file a complaint with the Office of Cemetery Oversight. And if you have not at the Mallory.
All right. I get to enjoy the rest of my nights knowing that I get to wear this awesome shirt at least one more time these playoffs. How you doing, lady? Who's a good girl? Hey.
Okay. Stranded dog from rooftop.
Yeah, this is ABC, so it goes back to local news coverage.
Nice. Go ahead, go outside, baby girl.
Puppy.
There's a puppy on the roof. What the hell? All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate y'all. And nothing tomorrow. No noon stream tomorrow. Going to take it off. And then Monday be back at it noon. And Kyle he promised me that he's going to wear the hat on Monday because he feels it's only fair.
You're trying to gaslight me.
It's only fair. He said it. He said it. I'll create an AI. I'll create an AI video of you saying you'll wear the hat.
You better not.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Pissed Off Sabres fan says, hell no hats.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Damn it. All right, everybody. Go enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Is this Saturday? Yeah, exactly. All right. I'll see you Monday.
Good night, everyone.